This for the gentrifiers. This for the gentrifiers. Kapalekba, Ieshua, Ilegua, come out, Papalegba, Ieshua, Ilegua, come out, Papalegba, Ieshua, Ilegua, come out. 'Cause this is our land. Yes, we was here first. They came here on a boat. They'll leave here in a hearse. They'll leave here through the dirt. They're going through the earth. We're channeling their ancestors to undo their hurt. 'Cause once upon a time, we all could read and write. That legalese is lies. Strong men spell cursive ties. Strong men all caps disguise. They've gentrified our lives. We've redefined their sights. We've redefined their kind. Yes, this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. This shit here is voodoo music. When you chant, they gonna lose it. Yes, this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. Yes, this shit is voodoo music. When you chant, they gonna lose it. When you chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor you gon' choose? Play their game, but by our rules. I'm Queen Annie the Maroon. I am Queen of Dongo. I am Queen of Zinga. I am Yenaga. I'm Carlotta and Fermina. 'Cause this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. When you chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor you gon' choose? 'Cause this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. When you chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor you gon' choose? I am a goddess. I am a priestess. I chant these mantras and they all repeat it. If we make a promise, this land we gon' seize it. Get vengeance for Mother Earth treason. This for the gentrifiers. This for the gentrifiers. This for the gentrifiers. This for the gentrifiers. Repetition of empires. Invading land with gunfire. Slavery not posters for hire. Income not what you desire. Outcome working jobs for hours. Mindset waiting to retire. Never stop working for dollars. 'Cause this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. Which ancestor you gon' choose? When you chant, they gonna lose. 'Cause this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. Which ancestor we gon' choose? When we chant, they gonna lose. I mean, my spirit guides come in with that sin. My ancestors defend. I got that juice to transcend. I mean, my spirit guides come in with that sin. My ancestors, I got that juice to transcend. 'Cause I am a Santi, I am a Sata, I am a host, I am a homie, I am a Tamba. Yes, I am a Tamba. 'Cause I am a Santi, I am a Sata, I am a host, I am a homie, I am a Tamba. Yes, I am a Tamba. Yes, this is juju music. This shit here is voodoo music. When we chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor we gon' choose? Hey, choose. 'Cause when we chant, they gonna lose. Which ancestor we gon' choose?
Mess with the wrong witch, and she knows it. And now you know it.
I just wanna chill around positive vibes. Nothing negative, it would fuck up my vibe and blow my heart. I just wanna sit back and chill and just sip wine. I came from a dark place, now I'm living that life.
I am intentional, I am abundant. I bring to existence all that I want, and I done tapped into the God in me. Cut my locks off and switched up the vibe in me. Like how I manifest within, how I choose to defend. Who I label my friends, how I make amends. Cause I'm choosing laughter, it's peace that I'm after. I abracadabra, then poof, chakras blast off. My soul take this cast off, projection surpass me. Obsidian protection in case this trip lasts long. I see with 3 eyes, that's why my crown headstrong. Corona is viral to spirits living dead wrong
I just
vibration.
wanna chill around positive vibes. Nothing negative, it will fuck up my vibe. I just wanna sit back and chill and just sip wine. I came from a dark place, now I'm living in light. Came from a dark place, yeah, now I'm doing with the light. Yeah, now I'm like making moves. Yeah, I be always on the flights. Yeah, I be on a mission for the bank nowadays. Why these niggas hating on a nigga nowadays? I've been on a mission with the light nowadays. I ain't fucking with the darkness nowadays.
Peace, y'all. Welcome to another Cosmic Nobodies conversation with your girl Sunshine Monet L. I am very happy and honored to be here. I have a very special guest that's coming in to share all of his gifts and things with us. Excuse me. See how Murphy's Law applies to Sunshine? Wait a minute. So without further ado, we are going to introduce my special guest that we have on, and I'm going to give him space to introduce himself and what it is that he does.
How's everybody doing? My name is Tyree Cubby. I go by Reese Reese. Also, Reefton Estates. I am the founder of We Own 9711, where we have holistic services and jewelry. We make supplements. We maintain meditative practices through Reiki, Qigong, and various forms of yoga. Practice capacity breathing. Just getting to know myself through the safe space. Learning about divinity and portals, DNA codes, quantum biomechanics, which is learning about your biology and how it's connected. Well, your biology is connected to your endocrine system, and you are surpassing your autonomic, like when you control your breathing through capacity breathing, and you slow it down, you can become in tune with your organs. And when I go back to the DNA codes, that's just something I learned along with the Reiki practices through an app, and I learned to meditate with frequencies, and through the DNA codes, I learned about purification and activation through your chakras. It's not just your 7 main chakras, you have secondary chakras as well. The nexus is what I call them, and it's your chakras in between your chakras because it's all connected.
Awesome. That's okay. So I heard you say that you do like Reiki and Qigong. Could you explain to me a little bit what Reiki is and the act of it, as well as Qigong for me?
Yes. Reiki is a alternative vocational therapy. Like, it's one of the massage therapy modalities that goes along the lines, in the categories with acupuncture, acupressure, shiatsu, and you're allowing, as a practitioner and a master, you're allowing yourself to be a vessel of channeling universal energy. And you, just like any mindfulness meditation or any Reiki symbol or a DNA code, actually, you want to say it 3 times to activate it. You have to practice it in order to be able to write it in your mind. Like I can do like this, and that's the Chokure symbol. That's the symbol of power. That's the first symbol that you learn. It's for your practitioner level. You can Reiki water. You can send Reiki to plants, animals. You can charge your crystals. You can charge the wire that charges your crystals. You can apply adjectives as well. Like when I do meditation and manifestations, I can specifically say clarity, and then you say it 3 times, like Chokure, Chokure, Chokure. Take a deep breath, and then you say clarity 3 times. Clarity, clarity, clarity. And with Reiki, and anytime you use them, I call it like my Reiki diet, but you kind of want to do it like a sandwich. You say Chokure first, and then anything in between, and then you can also put Chokure in between each individual, because once you get to level 2, so level 1 is the practitioner level where you work on yourself, and level 2, you learn that you actually learn how to access and project that energy onto other people. You're actually a healer. Level 1, you're a practitioner. Level 2, you're a healer. So with level 2, there's remote viewing. I don't know if anybody's ever experienced that, but like I experienced it way before I was attuned to Reiki. It's like basically with your mind's eye, like say you see a bird in the sky like 100 feet, and with your mind's eye, I would call it like using angels per se. You can mentally see what the bird is looking at. So like sometimes when you have those feelings that something's looking at you, it could be a bird on the tree or whatever, and then you kind of see it with your mind, and you see yourself looking at yourself. Chi balls as well. Chi balls is a form of energy. That's actually how some attunements are done, because attunements don't actually have to be like face to face. They can be virtual. They can also be done in the chi ball. So like I can set up a chi ball for Sunshine, and I can say at 7 in the morning every morning, whether she's awake or not, she's going to get a boost of purification and clarification. So it could potentially be a morning prayer and or morning meditation, affirmation, prayer, what have you. Level 2 also, level 2 you learn there's 2 symbols that you learn on level 2, and that's Seiheki and the Hosha Sazen. And one is for emotional, and Seiheki is for emotional and mental healing. And the second symbol is for it's timeless, it's spaceless. So essentially you're accessing your Akash, and chi balls, going back to chi balls, is very interesting to me, because like you can, like when you first start doing Reiki, you activate, like especially level 1 practitioner wise, you can activate your hand chakras, and you feel it, and you're just kind of, you bring them closer together, and then you feel the energy pulsating between your fingers. And with chi balls, like I said, you can make them time release, set them up for every day. You can do like world meditations. And this is a ball of energy that you could potentially send to anybody, like, or anything. You can, with the second symbol, you can send Reiki to the past, like to one of your past lives or a past version of yourself or in your actual past. And level 3 is where you become attuned to being a master. And in the mastery level, you can actually attune other people. You become more aware of other people's energies as well. And it's very eye-opening to me to see how, like, just the energies within themselves are very captivating. And I'll move on to the Qigong. Qigong is the practice of, through yoga, I've learned that asanas, phone turned off. Through yoga, you learn about asanas, and asanas are like the actual yogic positions. And you learn different exercises, but Qigong itself is about learning positions and learning how to control your breath, and learning that with conscious breath and mindfulness breathing, you can actually send your energy. It's down your back is feminine or the yin, and then up the front is the masculine or yang, and that's just the cycle itself. But like within that cycle, the masculine and feminine do the kundalini. So along with capacity breathing, you learn to focus your energies and send them to your chakra specifically, and also the associating organs and glands. Back up. So this is one of the main asanas. And with this, you put your hands towards each other, kind of making a chi ball above your head, but you're welcoming the energy to go down your back. And with yoga and capacity breathing, you learn to hold these positions longer. And along with the Reiki is how I not only charge myself, but also amplify the Reiki session, and I'm able to do like group sessions and do Reiki to multiple people. Qigong. The asanas and Qigong are also related to grounding.
Okay. So that was a nice explanation of the difference between the Qigong and Reiki, because I personally didn't know that Qigong was related to the asanas and the yoga position. So I can divinely see the correlation between the Reiki, the Qigong, and also intentionally breathing, because breathing is a big thing with the asanas, definitely. What led you to begin this chapter in your life where you're studying these topics? What was the catalyst for that?
Well, I think first off, long story, really, really short. I got hit by a car when I was 8, and I passed multiple times. I was in a coma for anywhere from 3 to 6 months. I had to learn how to do everything again. I was completely ambidextrous, and just the knowledge of having to physically teach myself how to read and how to write and do all of that again, I always knew that I wanted to be able to heal people because I found out that that was really the joy and the happiness that I had. Like I could have stayed a vegetable or I could have passed. And I always knew that I wanted to be a healer. And, I always liked to massage people, whether they were family members or not. It ain't nothing sexual. Like I ended up, I didn't know what I wanted to do after high school. I opted out of just going to community college for core classes, worked in a restaurant, and I just had this feeling that I wanted to go to school for massage therapy, but I didn't know how to go about it. I started doing research. I went up to Falls Church, and it was a school that was going to pay for everything, and then I had to pay it back. Like they already had a job lined up, but I ended up going to the school, the Virginia School of Massage Therapy in Charlottesville, and that's where I learned like that it's not just massage therapy. Like in that school, you learned about the actual modalities. Like it's not just, well, this is this and this is this. We learned about it. We learned about the culture, the origins. Learned about Reiki. There's Swedish. There's deep tissue. There's deportment. There's cupping. There's I said shiatsu already, but you can do shiatsu with the feet or you can do it with the hands. Deportment is like a chopping sensation, or you can do the little pokes like I do. Like last night, I gave my wife a massage and I was doing like the little tapping, like just the correlation with the sounds and the feeling. And you can do it now. You can just sit there. You can go up from 1 to 7, like Hindu and other religions tap or where they put the henna at, like the 7 dots, and it's like a release. It's a connectivity, and
I was listening. I was just over here trying to figure out my technology.
Oh, you're good. Okay. So I learned about Reiki through the Virginia School of Massage, and that's when I started connecting things. And in massage therapy library, I found a book called Meditation is Medicine, and I also found a book. There was a book like that still looking for it. It has every day of the year, and it has the astrological sign, the flower, the Chinese zodiac, the Western zodiac, the herbs, and I just really got into. That's where I got into capacity breathing, because it actually. I'll have to see if I can find an electric copy and copy and paste. But that's where I learned about capacity breathing in that book, because like capacity breathing itself is you're increasing your capacity of your lungs. So you have retain, expiration, sustain, inspiration. Retain is when you hold it in, sustain is when you hold it out. And one of the exercises that they have in that book is you count while you walk. And you just start with 5 seconds. So 5 seconds for inspiration, 5 seconds for expiration, like 5 seconds for each, or 5 seconds or 5 steps. And you increase. I think when I started, I was walking to work anyway at the time because it was after school. But, when you breathe in too deep, your chest starts to get tight. Well, one way to increase your capacity, as well as for capacity breathing, is once you hold it in, like not to the point where it hurts, but to the point where you don't have any more space, that's when you stretch. That's when you stretch your shoulders back, and you get your body used to your lungs being actually full, and then that gives you more capacity to hold in your breath. And then with the inhale and exhale, you just slow it down. Capacity breathing, Reiki, and then it came to Qigong. But with massage therapy, I learned that I learned a lot, and like it could possibly be for a job, but massage therapy itself is also regulated with the nursing board. So I had to learn anatomy and physiology again, and it just another connectivity about it. I had to basically piece it together, and through the yoga practices and the sauna, it strengthened my knowledge in Qigong, and with the affirmation of the asana is where I can regulate more of my energy. But when it comes to actual Reiki, I'm asking the universe and the ascended masters and teachers before me and after me to assist me in a session.
That's cool. And that's cool that you started off with the physical body, you know, doing the 11 systems and 11 points of the 11 systems, and then going into the 11 energy levels of Reiki and the chakras and the chis that are associated with those systems. I'm sure that you can, you know, I'm sure that you are very well, you know, versed in the connection between the physical and the non-physical systems and energy centers and things like that. That sounds amazing. And I appreciate you sharing your story about how you started off in this. It seems like there's a similarity in a healer's journey. Their healing for others always starts with some level of pain and healing of self with that pain. And it's like, okay, I did this for myself. Now I can do this for others. So, you know, thank you for sharing that tidbit of your story that, you know, led to you, you know, having the capacity to empathize with other people's pain to want to assist in healing it. That's beautiful. Now in your description of the other things that you teach, you know, with the few moments that we have left over, I want to get into some quantum biomechanics with you, the actual sciences of these things and breaking it down, and also you know, the portal openings. You know, how do you connect to other portals, and how are other portals connecting to you with your healing power of choice?
Well, I'll jump to the second question first. That's the part that I forgot about level 2 and level 3, the healer and the mastery of Reiki. You become consciously aware of portals. Like, not only that, you can actually make portals. Like I live in Richmond, and in the small part of downtown is called Carytown, and basically, if you comprehend astral projection and the connectivity of it all, and you know, the fact that we're all universes and multiverses, you can create and leave portals basically anywhere you go or anywhere you want to go. Like, if you wanted to visit a specific place, like you could go to sleep, and it's easier, you know, to reach that theta wave level, or you know, you could do it in a daydream, and you can literally, you know, feel, if you decided to go to a beach or a mountain, like you can feel the wind. And one of the things that I did is I created 2 portals. and they just so happened to be where the trash cans were, where the street came across. And one portal was for pure energy.
I don't mean to interrupt your wisdom, but can we take a pause real quick? Can we just breathe for a second? Because I think that the energy that you're feeding into is interrupting our connection. So let's just take a second and breathe and just slow ourselves down for a second. Because I want everyone to be able to understand what the information you're giving. You can proceed whenever you're ready.
Okay. With the formation of portals, I set it up at a crosswalk, and there were two trash cans right there. So one portal was for energy itself, and the portal right next to it was for the purification and clarification of that energy. And the way I walked to work, I would pass them, and I would, I guess, spiritually, ethereally, or astrally access the energy. And at the same time, I wouldn't necessarily, because I can see it with my mind's eye, I wouldn't have to physically go there. But I would also use it like for resentment or just any negative polarity. I don't want to make it seem like it's actually negative, but like negative polarity, like the opposite of where you're trying to go as far as the positivity and purity of being in your vortex. But I would place portals where I had a brother. We used to go out and just go travel. We went to a waterfall one time, and then another time we visited a park. But I placed portals there, and I still have access to those portals. And as far as the quantum biomechanics, that's where it comes into. I have to study more about the endocrine system and your actual hormones and the associating protein. But autonomics, you breathe pat, like you can stop your breathing. When you slow your breathing down, especially with capacity breathing, you can slow your heart rate down. If you slow your heart rate down enough, then you can internally listen and become in tune to what your organs are doing and the glands associated with them. So if you've been drinking too much soda, so that means your liver and your kidneys are going to be overworking to clear the sugar out of your system, because that's not something you need. You need more natural sugars, not processed and fake sugars. You can access the associated glands with your autonomic breathing, autonomic capacity breathing, and you can slow them down, you can speed them up, like you can activate the appropriate hormones to offset the strain, because your body might not know that you're still drinking soda or still eating things that you don't need, like processed foods and stuff like that.
You make good points, because the endocrine system is definitely a system that we don't spend enough time on, because that system is the direct, I won't say automatically like that direct more than any other one. Like, the circulatory system is a big one because the heart is our frequency. And then the nervous system is also, a big one because, the neurons and how they intertwine with the veins and the arteries that help implement that frequency that the heart is giving as well. But I will say definitely the endocrine system, because that's when we really go into our auric self with the hormones and the pheromones.
I'm about to say, yeah,
secretions. And we don't fully pay attention to how they open up the portals, and even coming to like the mind, like pheromones, and how your pheromones attract certain people and repel others. Like we still don't even get into that realm of things, and that's as 3D science as you can get with this. But because this 3D science will bring you into a 9D, eventually a 9D conversation, is often, ignored or, detoured. Like, whatever. Those are just glands. You know what I mean? And it's very important to pay attention to the chemicals that you put on your body, especially deodorants.
On the outside.
Deodorants, the things that we put on our armpits. Yeah, those are major creations of cancer, because cancer is an energetic thing. Cancer is not as much a physical as it is energetic, and that's why certain clothes you put on your skin and the elements around you and stress, all these different things create cancer more so than, oh, you ate some food or whatever. And I'm not saying one is more important than the other. They all go hand in hand, but cancer is definitely an energetic, it's a physical response to an energetic disruption in our body. But deodorant is a big one, because that goes straight to your glands more than any other chemical that we put on our bodies. And so we have to very much be careful of what we put down there, and also pay attention to the different scents and things. Like if there's certain scents that are coming out of there that repel us, you just reconfigure what you're putting on in your body. It's as simple as that. More than, deodorants. When a human body is going through those different age phases of transformation, they secrete more non-physical energy, because their non-physical body is going through big transformations while their physical body is going through certain transformations. And it's very interesting during that period of time is where you'll see a lot of deodorants and things being marketed to our youth to cover and clog that transformation stage.
Clogged, and I don't even actually use deodorant anymore. I stopped. I'm 37 now. I stopped when I was like 20, because I felt that. Like I used to get boils and stuff just from using deodorant. And the body butter I use, I mix myself. So I don't, even if it's essential oils, I do the mixing myself. So
respect.
I completely understand.
I said that's important too, especially because you're mixing your things with intentions, and you have the qigong and the reiki capacity, and you're mixing and things like that. So you're not just mixing this physical concoction, you're also putting an energetic intentions on it as well.
Yeah, that's also where the DNA code kind of comes in, because I put the qigong and the reiki in the jewelry that I make as well. Like my hands are sometimes tingling when I'm wrapping wire, or just in a conception mode where I'm trying to figure out what I'm actually making. And a lot of times when I'm in that creative state, it's a one-time thing. Like I can make, pieces that are meant for, mass production or what have you. But a lot of times it's literally just, okay, I'm creative. I want this piece to have clarity, courage, protection, and open-mindedness. And I think of the DNA codes, like for the chakras, there's DNA codes for your master glands, DNA codes for your psychic channels, like clairvoyance, all-knowing, olfactory. That's the one that hit me. It's like you be smelling stuff that's not even there, because it's ethereal, so it's astral, so it could be from this person that lived here years ago, or it could not even be that. It could be your aura. So it's something from your past life that you're just smelling, and like everything flows in waves. So it's like I'll be sitting there and nothing's going on, and I'll just like and it could be something that my grandma used to make, or like a cousin that passed. I'd be like, damn, I do want some fried chicken, or I do want some oatmeal the way my grandma used to make it. One of the things that my grandmother used to make damn near every morning is eggs and hot dogs, and it's just like good old home feeling.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, those are definitely frequencies that we put into the air, and they come to us at the most beautiful times, don't they?
Hmm.
This was a beautiful conversation. I really enjoyed this. I feel like I learned so much. I learned so much more about you and in the beginning phases of your journey. I learned a lot about differentiating about the different hats you wear and how they actually all come together as one. And that's beautiful that you've learned and you're practicing and mastering all facets of your combination of physical and non-physical healing. I think that's really fucking dope. And so can you please let us know where we can access, your services, your products, your knowledge? Where can we find you at?
I'm on Facebook and Instagram under Tyree Cubby, also under Reefton Estates on Facebook and Instagram. I also have a page, We Own 9711, on both Facebook and Instagram. I have clubhouses. I believe my clubhouse and my TikTok are both Reefton Estates, and I use Reefton Estates because that's where the knowledge and the quest for the connectivity of the endocrine system and just the lymphatic system as well. Like you brought up the circulatory and how it's all connected. And I have a Telegram page as well called Weom dot gas, and it's in all caps. And I'll be posting a link to that to my Facebook later. But it stands for Gaming and Scholastic Schematics, and that's just with the knowledge of the endocrine system and teaching yourself about what's actually activating as you're activating it. Like, it's not just your root chakra, it's the glands and organs connected to it. It's not just your solar plexus, it's the fact that your solar plexus rules everything. So like, it's the middle of your lower dantian, but when you go to as above, so below, so when you go to the middle dantian, that's 3, 4, and 5. But if you above, that's actually 1 through 5, and then when you add the nexus in there, it's more than 5 because it's connections between all of those chakras. And you have underground chakras, and it's just like with Reiki and Qigong, you learn about the ley lines and how they're connected, not just the moon with the tides, but the ley lines with the celestial stars and everything, how it's all connected and correlative. I believe that's
Awesome.
all I
I
have for now.
appreciate your time and energy. Yeah, we can't wait to have you back on to talk more about us. You're always welcome to come back. And if you could, after this, just message me those links for those of you guys who are in my Cosmic Nobodies channel on Instagram. And if you are not, you need to get there. I'll be sharing those links in the group. So for those of you guys in the Cosmic Nobodies channel, you guys are in for a treat. So those people who are on my Cosmic Nobodies conversations, you will have the access to these links and things directly, and all other interpersonal conversations from me personally in that Cosmic Nobodies channel on Instagram. But again, I'm so glad and grateful you came to spend time with us. You came to give us your energy. This was a beautiful talk. Thank you. And thank you to everyone who tuned in and supported. Peace, everyone.
Thank you. Awesome.
Hold on as I get myself together.
We good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, peace.
Peace. Ooh, organic.